Every student you see here is creating their own stories and dreams. But behind their smiles and faces, some struggle quietly with low self-esteem and confidence. Hello everyone, I'm Kingsley.
I'm Warren.
And I'm Michael.
And today, we're taking an adventure through self-esteem, self-confidence, and how our school community can counter it. Let's start with the basics. Self-esteem can be defined as the overall sense of self-worth, value, and confidence in your own skills and qualities. It's your sense of worth. People with high self-esteem usually feel positive about who they are, while people with low self-esteem often feel negative about their worth.
Self-confidence, on the other hand, is your attitude about your own skill and abilities. Confidence helps you take risks and try new things, and people with low confidence often get held back of their goals and dreams.
Our aim is to help find out the causes and consequences of self-esteem and confidence, and how we can help support students that struggles with low self-esteem and confidence.
Many factors lead to low self-esteem. Bullying in schools and workplaces are one of the more serious ones that invoke a low self-esteem. Mainly, a low self-esteem could be caused in a physical way or a psychological way. The physical way are things like mocking one's appearance or shaming one's body. On the other hand, psychological factors, often the most dangerous ones due to their hidden nature, include things like relationship issues with a partner or a close relative, which could cause trust issues and weak links between one's social network. So what are the consequences of such? The repetitive shaming of one's physical appearance and their physical traits could cause one to avoid social interaction, which could cause them to go out less. This could cause them to have less active work and results in them worsening their health through incorrect sleep schedules and inappropriate eating habits. Furthermore, psychological factors would cause mistrust with social connections and would restrict one to only weak bonds with companions. This would lead to victims often miscommunicating with peers and making it difficult for him or her to make friends.
There are many reasons that cause low self-confidence. The first and most common reason is that they always have a negative reviews from their parents and friends. The second reason is that they compare themselves with other like classmates and friends who always make you feel unconfident, because people will always compare you to someone better than you. Low confidence can lead to a few things, such as having no expectation of oneself and believing that nothing one does will success, which then lead to a lack of motivation to do anything, forming a vicious cycle.
会的，这个就是压力对学生的一个影响呢，有正面的也有反面的，对吧？正面的就是，如果这个学生他因为想要取得一个好的成绩呢，他就会很努力的学习，那可能他就会有一个积极的一个反馈，那他的成绩呢，可能就会对他来说，他就会可能成绩会提升。但是呢，如果说这个学生的承受的压力太大了，那可能就会带来反面的一个影响，就是可能学生会信心下降，同时呢还会让学生感觉到太多的压力，影响学生的一个健康。所以就是这个是两面性的，有正面的也有反面的。
I think that the Hong Kong Education Department does have general recommendations for pressure and things of that nature. I've never seen anything specifically focused on a particular topic. For example, ideally what you would want to see is if you don't get into university, what are the other choices that you have as an individual? And it doesn't mean that you're a failure in life, it means that you just may go down a different path.
To set reachable and sustainable goals, and understand that even setbacks are normal, but reachable and sustainable, definitely.
I'm not sure if it's like the main contributing factor. I think I know it comes from parents, I know it comes from students within and wanting to get good grades. I think there's definitely multiple facets to it.
I think same answer in this case is if you've been unconfident for a while, that means whatever you've been doing for a while needs to change. So again, you change your environment. Okay, so that could be like the people you're with, where you're studying, where you're, the activities you're doing. Maybe shift and change, because that could maybe trigger something to change your confidence levels.
I think that students put a lot of pressure on themselves to do well, and I think doing well is different for different students. Like just getting an A or 100% is not the only measure of success. I think, some of my students, maybe their goal is just to pass, whereas someone else's goal is to get an 80 or 100%. So I think different students have different needs, and it's hard to not compare, but I think you shouldn't compare yourself.
Our research shows that self-esteem can grow through changes in communities and mindsets. The Hong Kong government has programs like Strive and Rise, Student Health Service, and District Health Centers that promotes youth mental health well-being.
And additionally, experts from verywellmind and mind.org.uk promote personal actions that really work. First, stop comparing yourself to others. Social media can make you feel worse. Unfollowing accounts that cause envy or jealousy will be a good start. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people, as it is always nice to have friends and or family members that show care and support towards you. Most importantly, focus on your own strengths and achievements, no matter how tiny they might be, and take good care of your body through proper sleep, healthy food, and regular. Our survey also found what solutions are valued most by students. The majority said that getting more encouragement from teachers and classmates makes the biggest difference. Another popular solution is to have a positive mindset, as it is easy to implement and very effective. Some also suggested how it will help if there was lesser pressure at school, and if students were given more choices, like being able to choose whether to present in front of the whole class or just to the teacher. Lastly, a few students mentioned how important it is to have safe spaces where they can talk about their feelings, which our school community has, as we have the Kiangsu.
Building self-esteem and confidence isn't something that happens overnight. It is built with building blocks like positive words, acts of kindness, and willingness to show support.
Mistakes are part of learning, with each failure dragging you closer to success. And remember, if every solution feels too challenging or time-consuming, the most important thing is that you can stay positive to yourself and others.
Our survey showed that students believe that encouragement from others matters most. So let's start now by encouraging each other. Just another reminder, we've created a survey for you to express your thoughts on our video. So if you have the time, please fill it out. It's not long and it would drastically help us in our journey. So thank you so much for your time and have a nice day.